Morning.
Morning.
Wednesday, the 7th of February. It's a cold and frosty start this morning again. Not as cold as yesterday, mind you. It's about 4 or 5 outside in places now. It's a little bit colder in some parts, all right, but a highest temperature today of about 5 to 9 degrees, and the frost and ice we'll see in places this morning will begin to clear, and it should be it's going to be a wet day. Actually, there will be the odd bit of sunshine, but generally it's going to be a wet and cold day, but a little bit milder than yesterday, thankfully. What's going on?
Not much. How are you today?
I'm all right, yeah, not bad.
Good. I've been checking out today's papers. We'll do it in full at about 7:10 on the show this morning. Irish Examiner, really sad story on the front page of the Examiner. A woman who has lost 3 of her sons to heroin speaks out about the scourge of drugs. The third of those funerals took place last year when her son Alan passed away. Also on the front page of the Examiner today, according to the latest figures from the Court Service, the county with the highest divorce rate in Ireland is County Carlow. It's followed by Dublin and Tipperary. And moving on to the front page of the Irish Mirror today, Operation Catch is still on the front pages of today's papers. They say there that forensic experts examining the child pornography which was seized in that blitz across the country earlier this week will identify victims and perpetrators through the background fittings and other clues that they'll find in those dreadful images. And that's in the Irish Mirror this morning.
Some of the top trends this morning. Falcon Heavy is trending. That's the Elon Musk SpaceX rocket, which launched yesterday. I watched some of it actually last night, and it's carrying one of Elon's cars. So it's carrying a full car in it, and it's essentially a test flight. And the hope is that by the end of this year, they'll actually have tourism in space. So very, very well-off people will be able to pay for a ticket to go and do something like a lap of the moon and back.
Class.
Yeah, which would be quite cool. So that's trending this morning. There's pictures of pictures and videos of the rocket online taking off yesterday.
I didn't see any of it yet. I'm going to watch it back. But my brother did post on Facebook that it was the coolest thing he's ever seen.
Yeah.
He's seen 2 of his children being born, but I won't remind him of that.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I did remind him.
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
The Munich air disaster is trending as well because there was a bunch of memorials held yesterday in Manchester and in particular Old Trafford between the fans, the Manchester United directors, Jose Mourinho. Yesterday was the anniversary of the air disaster.
Look at the pictures of the wreckage of that and the conditions on the airstrip when they tried to take off on the runway. I was just thinking, oh my God, imagine flying in those conditions.
Yeah.
It was dreadful.
They have a lovely memorial and a lovely kind of area dedicated to it at Old Trafford. I did the tour before and saw it. It's really nice. But that's trending this morning. And First Dates Ireland again, it was on last night. I've kind of gotten into this weird habit now that I watch it on Wednesday nights because I just don't get to see it on Tuesday. But that's trending again for the right or wrong reasons. I'm not sure, but it is this morning. Some other sports bits this morning. I just saw this yesterday that Ronald Koeman has been named the new Holland manager, and Swansea are on some roll, lads. They're still in the FA Cup. Last night they won 8-1 against Notts County.
Wow.
Which was expected. Maybe not the 8-1 bit, but that bit was expected that they win anyway. So spotted that there this morning. So well done to them.
I'm looking at your celebrity birthdays here. Mm-hmm. One very interesting one there.
Are you talking about the first guy?
Yeah, who's 56 today.
56 today, yeah. We should probably play him on the radio this morning.
Will he ever come back to Ireland?
Hopefully, yeah.
Okay.
I know you don't want him here, but I do.
Okay, we'll be doing a bit of line dancing today in studio. Music-wise, Irish music from De Laurentiis and Stephanie Rainey coming up on the show. We've Avicii and Kygo, and we've got Stevie Wonder and a great song from 2002, A Treat for You. I think you're going to like it. I'm
going to give you the answer to a question as well that we're going to ask on air later on. And if you're watching this, then you have a chance of winning. The answer is, and I'm going to ask it in Conchita, refill the windscreen washer fluid. Can you do that?
I did it last week.
Well done.
I did it. What day did I have to do that? Saturday, Friday. I did it Friday. Yeah. Yeah.
So the answer is refilling your windscreen washer fluid. All right, keep that in mind. We'll use that on the show later on. You'll have a chance of winning.
Probably the easiest job you could do with your car.
Yeah.
Next to putting in petrol.
I think the problem is that when people pop the engine and pop the bonnet and they look in and they're like, "Oh my God!"
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah.
But it is actually very easy. But we'll come back to that in the show this morning. So keep
takes a lot of water. It'll take.
It does actually. It takes a rake of it.
2 litres in. I could have gone on for ages, I'd say. We've also got our Valentine's competition. So we're nearly at Valentine's Day. We have a lovely prize to give away, a pamper package with 5 really nice prizes: an overnight stay, a dinner for 2. Is it for 2? Yeah. Dinner for 3.
Weird prize, and dinner for 1.
Dinner or for 3. Be weirder. A shoe voucher, a jewellery voucher, a chocolate hamper. So if you'd like to win all that gear for yourself or for a loved one, yourself, for Valentine's Day, we've got that coming up as well.
If you want to give us a shout, comment here. We'll give you a shout out on the radio. Text or WhatsApp us now, 083 300 3300. And the Snapchat is Radio Kerry as well. And we give you some shout outs from that as well this morning.
Scroll down after you've watched this video as well and vote on our James Bond competition, because later on in the show we'll be telling you who scientists say was the most attractive and most handsome James Bond. See the story?
I did. It's very sexist.
Yeah, it's very sexist. This has caused a little bit of controversy in the Kerrys Full Breakfast office over the past 12 hours or so. We're dealing with the complaints about it, and we'll get back to people in 2072, I think.
Yeah, I'll just say straight out, if you can see the crack side of it, don't bother commenting, because you've no sense of humour. That's all I'm going to say.
Basically, well, I tell them, because maybe they won't bother scrolling down. We posted a picture of the 6 James Bonds last night. We asked you who was the hottest, who was the most handsome, who was the most attractive, except the word we used was who was the biggest ride.
Who's the biggest ride?
Now, I think that's fine. It's commonly used slang for attractive man.
Yes, yeah.
He's a ride.
Well, it's used for women as well, to be fair.
Yeah,
It's an Irish term for that person is good looking.
So just to anybody who was insulted, we're sorry.
I'm not sorry.
And if you'd like to vote for biggest ride, I'm going to vote for Daniel Craig.
Do.
Who's getting your vote? Who do you think's the best looking of them?
Oh, I've no vote in this.
Go on, man.
No, I've no vote in this.
Connery.
Sorry.
Men always vote for him.
But one of the comments was like, I think he shouldn't have used the word ride there. It's a little bit... shut up. Right, listen, we've a busy show lined up between now and 9 o'clock, so do have a look at that photograph, though, for yourself, for the crack. If you have a sense of humour. If you don't, then don't. And we're going to go make coffee and wake up a small bit.
Okay.
Morning.